Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Air Kitty. Alright, and I'm back with another doll haul. This one, it's a little weird for me because I don't think I've actually done this specific kind of doll haul before. Not yet at least, but obviously that's gonna change today. So, I have a bag of accessories. And I can't even say that they're all Barbie accessories, to be honest. There's a few different brands there, and I will show you in just a moment. But I found this lot on eBay or Mercari for I think like $40, I think is what I got it for. But it's funny because it just came in a clear plastic gallon bag. And obviously I bought these a while ago, so these items have been staring me in the face, and it's been very hard not to rip it open and just start pouring everything out and see what's in it. So yes, I have been picking up the bag and just looking at it and being like, what did I get? 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 But now I can show you guys finally. And so this is the bag. This is legit what just got sent to me. And I'm totally happy with this. My Barbies absolutely do need more accessories. And I love the idea of scene making, I guess is what I'll call it. Basically the idea of like making scenes for my Barbies. From what I can see, if I just kind of swivel this around and try not to make too much noise in front of the mic. So I'm seeing like, you can see like a little baby Chrissy doll right there just suffocating. But at least we have a baby Chrissy doll. There's like a bunch of, well, maybe it's better on this side if I show you. But there's like a bunch of like combs and everything, and yeah, just pets, lots of pets. I see shoes. It's even funnier because there are some like shopping baskets on the bottom, which I'm actually kind of happy about. With all the different stuff like the MGA's Miniverse and Zuru's 5 mini surprises and stuff like that, as well as like the world's smallest stuff. Those different things are great for like if you're making like a toy store or something like that, or like wanting to make like, I don't know, a children's room or something, or you know, add different little decorations to a dollhouse and everything. I will say that that is kind of one of my big dreams. One of my big dreams for my Barbies is I want to make them an entire mall. That's what I want to do, is I want to make them a dollhouse too, but like my side note is that like I want to make them an entire mall. That was like always my big dream as a kid. I want to make them an entire mall. So I have like a toy store, a clothing store, makeup section, appliances, make them a Sears, I guess. So yeah, I'm again very excited. I'm realizing as well that you can't, oh yeah, also just noticing it right here, there's another small child suffocating in this bag. I mean, they're dolls, so they're okay, but I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that a lot of organizations, if these were real living things, would not be happy about. So yeah, let's just go ahead and open the bag and free everything in it. There is so much stuff in here. I am in love with this. Oh, I think I even got like a little bag. I get a little bag. Is that a swing? Did I get a swing? Okay, I need to pour this thing out and see what's in it. Although I am debating if I should just go one by one. But also my mic is kind of in the way, so I'm going to finagle this to be in a better position. Okay, well, it's in a better position at least. I'm like wondering, should I just like dump it all on my desk, or? Yeah, let's go. Frick. Oh, frick. It's almost falling off the desk. Yeah, so holding my camera up in front of it. So this is what we're working with. This entire lot right here. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna go through all of it. So buckle up and enjoy the journey. Also, another thing, so yeah, my mic's kind of in the way, so I have to kind of like look at the screen to see it. But right there, right above my finger, so Ken is gonna sit right there next to Seto. And also, obviously, because we have unboxed our lovely Made to Move Barbie, she will be the model for many of these things. Backup model will be Working Woman Barbie. And Barb, I'm sorry, you're just gonna stay there, okay? Barb is just gonna stay in the background for the moment. Though we will probably bring her out at some point later on. But I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm like already looking at everything and I'm like questioning, I'm like, did I get this? Did I get that? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start from this end of the desk and work my way this way. So hopefully just, yeah. Oh, frick. So actually, let me pull out, I hate to say it, but like, let me pull out the boring items first. Okay, so these are all of what I'm deeming as the boring items, which are the brushes, because there's nothing really, it's a brush. You string it through the Barbie's hair and it combs it. It's weird, because a part of me's grossed out because two of these brushes have hair, like, just in them, but then I have to remember for myself, like, this isn't real hair, this is nylon doll hair. So it's okay. But yeah, so it's like, obviously we have like a regular Barbie brush. Then we got, I mean, there's some like cool designs, like this one's kind of got like a heart handle and stuff like that, like it's cool. This one I'm pretty sure is just Barbie. It doesn't say, it just says it's made in China, which obviously I'm sure many of these items are made from China. But like obviously you got like the generic, what I call the generic Barbie brush. This one's actually really detailed. I don't know what this one's from, but it's really detailed and really pretty. And I don't know if the camera's really doing it justice, to be honest. Because it keeps wanting to focus on my face, which is not the thing in front. Focus on this. I really should probably just start recording these on my phone so that the focus is better. But it's just really, really detailed, this brush. Oh, losing them. Losing brushes. But then, oddly enough, then you have this one, which is the My Life series. And if I remember correctly, the My Life series... The My Life series is actually the 18-inch dolls. So, like, I think it's like the Target or Walmart exclusives to, like, the American Girl doll, in a sense. But essentially, they're like I don't want to say like a knockoff brand. They kind of are, though. Like a knockoff brand of the American Girl doll. This blue brush just does not want to stay in my hand. I have actually kind of wondered about getting these dolls. The only problem is... So I will say that while they are cheaper, the My Life dolls and stuff like that, and now also like the Our Generation dolls, they're another brand. I think those ones are Walmart or Target exclusive. Like the Our Generation, My Life dolls, stuff like that. They're cute, doll stuff. And honestly, if I had an American Girl doll of my own, I actually probably wouldn't buy American Girl doll stuff exclusively for my American Girl doll. I'd probably buy like the Our Generation, My Life stuff, because the fact of they also have playsets and they're cheaper. They're like a cheaper alternative for your kid if you want to buy stuff like for your doll so that they can play with it. But the unfortunate thing is, I think the one thing that American Girl does have above those two brands is they do actually allow for customization. Like, you can make your own American Girl doll online, customize it, and then have it delivered to you. Both of the brands, the My Life and the Our Generation brands, I believe, do not allow that. You have to basically just pick out of the ones that they have. And I feel bad, but I'm just like, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to just pick a doll. I want to make a doll that looks like me. So I can dress her up and she can live the life that I never got to have. But yeah, so obviously we'll keep the brushes, but they'll just kind of go over there in the accessory box. But now, the next item... Okay. I didn't actually see it on the other side, but I think this is kind of cute. It's a little pouch with Tinkerbell on it, actually, and it's a keychain. It says... I think it's supposed to say, "This is how I fly." Like right there in the corner. This is how I fly. It's a little mangy... Oh! Oh, there's stuff in here! Oh my gosh, there's stuff in here! Surprises inside the surprise! There's just a bunch... There's just a bunch of elastics in here, which is actually really cool and really nice because, I've actually been wanting to find elastics that are small enough for the dolls. Because I didn't want them to look really tacky with putting in, like, you know, I don't have one near me, actually, sadly, which I usually do. I have, like, 5 or 6 of them. But, you know, like, human-sized hair elastics. I didn't want to do that. But I was also really scared to get, like, the really thin, clear ones that you usually see, because I was always afraid of them breaking. These ones actually feel pretty substantial, so that's actually really cool. I'm going to put that off to the side for right now, so I remember that. There are a bunch of shoes in here, and I feel like as I find them, I'm going to put them off to the side. Just because, obviously, some of them don't feel like Barbie brand shoes. But, it's the thing of, I do want to try them on later, but I just don't have... Obviously, I don't have or see all the pairs yet. Man, there's a lot of shoes. So yeah, shoes will probably be the last thing we do. Hold on, I gotta go through all these shoes. And actually, now that I'm going through the shoes, we might actually have some shoes for Kelly. Which is super cute because Kelly don't have anything to put on her feet. Kelly's just walking around like a barefooted gremlin right now. I'm hoping we also might have shoes for Barbie me. Because that would also be fantastic if Barbie me actually had shoes that she could wear. And also not walk around like a barefooted gremlin. Also, I found more combs. Actually, this is a My Little Pony one. So we have a My Little Pony comb at least. Into the basket. Okay, I think I've sorted all the shoes. There were a lot more shoes than I thought. I almost want to show you the pile, but I also don't want to show you the pile. I'm gonna wait to show the pile. I'll do that instead. But for now, let's get to the rest of the pile here that I'm trying very hard not to, send off the edge of the table for me. 2 little things that I'm just gonna take right off the bat because they're not Barbie at all. They're actually, I believe... I want to say Littlest Pet Shop, but I don't actually know if that's the brand like, for these ones specifically. I don't know if it's Littlest Pet Shop. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but I have these 2 now. Sentient food items that, for some reason, do not feel bad about dying for their cause, I guess. Oh, my bad. There was another one, I'm sorry. But this one actually looks like a purse. So I think this one's okay. I found a little guitar. I don't actually know if... I mean, I'm just trying to scale it for size, in a sense. This seems a little... Well, maybe it's not a big... I'm actually wondering. Since I have a made-to-move Barbie doll, let's see if I can pose her. Like, let's just... Like, can you just sit on the ground and... sit with your legs? You know, kumbaya style. It's a little big for her, but she gets the job done. She still kind of rocks it a little bit. Like, I couldn't really get it quite in a space, you know, you hold it like a regular guitar, because I know people don't usually hold their guitar like this. They usually have this end kind of more like sitting on their thigh, but of course, even though she's the Barbie with a little bit of meat here, it's not actual meat, so it doesn't actually, like, sit properly, so, yeah. This is the best we get for right now. But hey, she's got a guitar to sit around the campfire and sing Kumbaya with now. Good for you. I will say another thing that we have an abundance of in this pack, which I'm actually kind of happy about for this, because, again, another thing I don't have, but it's always good to have with Barbies and stuff like that. They're little pets. So this is like a little Pomeranian. Just little Pomeranian. I don't think many of these are Barbie themed, but some of them might be. Here's a little puppy who's just licking his paw. It's not focus on this. Don't focus on me. Focus on the puppy. Don't focus on that either. Focus on the puppy. Focus on the puppy. Focus on the puppy. There we go. Look at that puppy. There's the puppy. We got another puppy that my camera doesn't want to focus on. There we go. Cute little puppy. We got a lot of puppies. I'll say that right now. We got a lot of puppies. We don't have a lot of cats or kitties, but we got a lot of puppies. We got this little guy. Obviously, kind of hold him further back, but there we go. Yeah, we got this little guy. He's kind of like laying down. Okay, I think this one actually is Barbie themed, because I think I actually saw this one at the Dollar Tree store. But yes, I think we have one. Oh wait. We have twins! We have we have a small litter. Oh, we got this tiny puppy. This tiny, it looks like a Labrador, like a black lab. Like a puppy black lab. And what's funny about it is it actually is felted. So it has a texture on it. It's not just plastic, it's felted. We have a poodle. We got another felted puppy. I think this one's also a poodle of some sort, like a small poodle, and there's a hair on it. I don't know whose hair it is. I'm gonna hope it's mine. Yeah, just a small little felted poodle. Oh, there's a tiny Dalmatian. Fun fact that I learned actually about Dalmatians, and I was actually very sad to learn this considering that, you know, as a child, I think most of us have watched 101 Dalmatians, the Disney movie. And I remember when my family was talking about getting a dog, one of my suggestions was getting a Dalmatian. Come to find out, they are not very child-friendly Dalmatians. Yeah, they don't work well with kids. So my parents said no. And it's even worse now, because now if my mom wanted to get another dog after Katie, that's still not gonna happen, because she wants, I think she wants Newfoundlands. Yeah, Newfoundlands. This one feels very weird. So this one, I have a dachshund here. Little dachshund. Some of the felt is kind of coming off, so you can see little patches of it, but he's... I don't know if I can show you, but... It's kind of hard to show it. Oh, there we go. Because, you know, he's very small, but he's very flexible. I don't think the other ones... Oh, the other ones were like that. You could flex him a little bit. Okay, so you can flex the animals a little. So, I have an actual Barbie dog, and I was like trying to think, I'm like, do I remember having, or not having, but do I remember this dog? Like, in commercials and stuff? It does actually walk, which is kind of cool. I think what it is obviously it hooks up to Barbie here. And then obviously Barbie would just have like a leash that she'd hold on to, and then as you moved Barbie, the dog would walk with Barbie. So we do have a Barbie dog. I kind of feel like... I think I actually have some baggies. I do, I have some sandwich baggies. You may be asking, why do I have sandwich baggies down here in my room? Well, essentially this room is my apartment, so... This is what I pay for at my mother's house, is a single room, so everything kind of goes into this room. Into the bag, doggy. Okay, just to try and keep some things somewhat organized, because I'm realizing as I throw it into the accessory box, things are getting lost. So, yeah. We still have more pets, though. We got this one, this good boy. This big good boy. I mean, it's kind of big, but... We have the tiniest pony. Oh, fudge. I don't know what's wrong with its back legs. Like, it's... I think there were supposed to be hooves. Like, I think the hooves are, like, technically... not detached, but I think they were molded separately, so I think there were supposed to be back hooves there, and there are not hooves. But, still got a little pony. We got another doggy. Got a lot of labs, I think. So yeah, we got a doggy. And... I don't know what this is to, but there's like a base on it, but we do have our own, like, one kitty? Maybe? I think? Oh, found more shoes. I'm definitely gonna be putting the shoes in. I kind of wish I had dime bags, honestly. It would be a lot easier to, like, keep the shoes together. Put each in dime bags and then put them in a gallon bag of some sort, so that way I don't lose them. Maybe that's what maybe I'll reuse the gallon bag for the shoes. But yeah, so we have a cat. And again, going through everything just to make absolutely sure. I think that's all the pets, per se. I'm finding that there are things in these bags. Like, I found more Littlest Pet Shop things, like shoes. Hold up, we got more pets. Oh, threw a pet in the shoes on accident. Whoopsies. But we do have more pets. We have this little Yorkie. Tiny little Yorkie. I think this is a French? No, not a French bulldog. I don't remember the name of this one, but I think it's a bulldog. Or it's either a bulldog or a terrier type dog. Can't remember. Oh, and we got a little basset hound. Oh. My grandmother and my uncle, I think it was technically my uncle's dog, but my grandmother was the one that really kind of took care of it more. And interacted with her more. But they used to have a basset hound. And her name was Lady Guinevere. I always thought that was really cute when... You know, my mom kind of has the same idea. I think she's the one that kind of gave it to me, but I always loved it when dogs always had, like, either elaborate names, like something like Reginald Woofington III or something like that. And then it got nicknamed Reggie. Or my mom's case, with the Newfoundlands. So she loves the idea of animals that have human names in a sense. So like with the Newfoundlands, her goal is that she wants to get a boy and a girl. She wants to name the boy Edgar and the girl Agnes. And their nicknames would be Eggy and Aggie. It is kind of cute, actually. Look, just taking one more gander around at everything else. I'm like making sure like I don't have any more pet things. I'm like, I don't think I have any more pet stuff. Except for this one item I have in my hand, which is a carrier, which actually does have an open door or a door that opens and closes and everything. And it's a pretty big carrier, actually. You could fit some of the animals that we picked out of there in here. But I do like the fact that, again, it's like there's so many pets in this lot, in a sense, because obviously there are a bunch of different, like, I was like, again, kind of going with the store, the mall idea. I'm like, oh, now I can have a pet store in a sense. Obviously, there's still gonna be a lot of dogs at the moment, but still a pet store. Oh. Couple more things for pet stuff. Food and water dish. There are that, so pet stuff. Okay, so again, I'm finding a lot of stuff in bags, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, start looking at the bags themselves. So we have a purse here, which has a really weird design on it. I'm trying to see if it'll focus on it. But, like, it looks kind of like fangs and teeth on that, like, on the bottom, as well as, like, the handle seems kind of thorny in a sense. I wish the camera would focus more on it. But it's really weird. It kind of gives me the impression that maybe this was, like, a Monster High kind of purse. Maybe. That's my thought. But still a cute one. Could probably be good as, like, a Halloween purse for my dolls. I have a Barbie ring thing that I think it's makeup. Yeah, I think it's makeup. Hold on. Can't really see it, but it's pink powder stuff, so I'm thinking it's makeup, so I'm not going to throw that into my doll stuff, of course, because it's actual makeup stuff. Will I use it? Probably not. I should probably actually sanitize my hands now before I touch anything else, because I do not know what small child or diseased person may have touched that. Did find a tiny... There's nothing in it, it's just a tiny dress-up ring, so... Fits on my pinky just well, so, yeah. Living the life of luxury. Gonna put that aside, though, because obviously that's more of a dress-up item, not so much for dolls, so, yeah. Oh yeah, here's that swing that I was looking at. Let's see if I can clip it in again. Oh, fudge. Come on, clip in. There we go. Yeah, I have a little swing. I don't know if it's supposed to go for, like, Baby Chrissy or something, which now that I'm mentioning it, I should just get Baby Chrissy. Oh, Baby Chrissy has seen better days. Baby Chrissy's legs also don't seem to work very well. Baby Chrissy has some pretty wobbly legs. But I mean, for the most part, she sits pretty well. She does need a little bit of a touch-up with her paint and stuff like that, but for the most part, everything's still pretty much intact. Arms still move fairly well. I mean, it's funny because, like, I can see, like, right inside here, there's, like, some string attached to her arm, so it's like, I think that's the whole point, is, like, you know, as strange as it is, she's supposed to feel like, well, I mean, not that babies are necessarily, like, just wobbly, but they're very flexible, actually. I only know this because my mom had told me about this, obviously. Like, I can't remember if it was with my sister or my brother, but, like, the nurse was just, like, you know, like, you know, tying up my sibling when they were a baby, like, just 3 ways a Sunday to get them dressed, and my mom's like, doesn't that hurt them? And they're like, nah, it's fine. It's like they're still developing their bones, so... they're pretty flexible right now. So yeah, we got little wobbly baby Chrissy. I'm actually wondering, could baby Chrissy just fit right inside, or is she's probably gonna fall out. I mean, not really. She kind of fits. Baby, oh my god, babies, why? She kind of fits a little bit, so I mean, like, I could swing her and she'll be fine, but she does look like she's gonna fall out the bottom a little bit. Actually, I'm pulling on her legs to see if she'll, like, come out, and nope. She's in there pretty good. Have fun, baby Chrissy. Whee! And actually, now that I have baby Chrissy, I actually have, like, I just remembered one outfit, actually, that would have been really cute to see on her, so I'm gonna dig it out and see if I can get it on her. Oh, there's a piece of Velcro on the back. Forgot about that little... I just slipped it on through the top and everything, but yeah, it's a little big for her. But, which is funny, because it's like, it's too big, or it's too small for Kelly, and it's too big for Chrissy, so who the heck is supposed to be wearing this? See guys, I'm gonna show you how flexible babies are. Just... Okay, Chrissy is a little bit different, though, because obviously her head is not soft and malleable, so... Actually, this is probably what it... You know, we're going in through the feet. Put her feet in. Don't worry about her leg popping out through her thigh, it's fine. Oh, come on. Get her arm in there. Where's the other one? Where's the other? There it is. Ugh. There we go, all dressed up, all cute and ready for the day. I mean, she needs a diaper. She's just kind of free leaking right now, but there she is. Perfect. Chrissy's not coming out anytime soon. Testing it out, just make sure. Yep. She's good. Mama Barbie's got her. I mean, she may have SIDS, but, you know, she's still alive, so it's okay. But yeah, so, baby Chrissy, I'm just gonna put her off to the side with the others. We do have, like, a second doll here. Is this an American Girl doll? Like, I mean, this looks like a McDonald's toy, but I mean, it looks like an American Girl doll. So we have an American Girl doll, like a little figurine of one. I don't know who this is supposed to be, if it's supposed to be one of the historical ones. Or if it's just a generic, like, hey, look, American Girl. I'm trying to, like, read the back here. It is American Girl. It's either 2004 or 2014. I can't tell. I see 20 something and then a 4. So, I don't know. But yeah. Her hair is kind of cool. I don't know if it'll be caught on camera. I mean, it looks like a black blob. But she actually does have, like, some, like, coloring in her hair, actually. It might be better if I go this way. Like, you can see a little bit of coloring in her hair. Like, it's just, like... It looks purple on camera, I think, but it's actually pink. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I have a feeling like she's supposed to be, like, one of the new historical dolls, but... She's not... like a doll, I guess, so I'm gonna put her off to the side. Also, I totally forgot we were looking at bags, but yeah, bags. So, more bags. Little star bag, which has 3 useless zippers on the front. One of them you can't really see that well, but it is there. Studded, and then it has, like, a chain link handle on it. It's a cool bag. I feel like I'd want to color it, though, so it stands out, like, you know, get some, like, silver paint and color, like, the handle and the studs and everything. And then I can't lie, but also, like, maybe paint the inside black. And then, obviously, use some of that silver paint for the zipper and stuff like that. Just because I don't know. I mean, it's fine that it's yellow, but it's like, this kind of comes off as more like punk rock, so it's like I'd want it to kind of follow the same color scheme, so. There's something in here. Hopefully it's not another child. Doll child. Because, I just gave another one doll SIDS, if that was the case. Although, before I open it, I did want to look at this bag. So there actually was an Oreo-branded Barbie. And what was funny about it is I was actually watching this on, like, 25 banned toys in America. And it was funny because actually there was an Oreo-branded Barbie that was actually banned. I don't remember if this was the bag that went with it, but so there was a white and a black Oreo-branded Barbie. The black one was the one that was banned. The reason why, for those of you who have not figured it out yet, is because of the fact that I would say among black people or in the black community, obviously being called Oreo is seen as derogatory. Because it means that you're black on the outside and white on the inside. Like an Oreo. And it was funny because obviously it was a very clear mistake. Or like, it was very much an accident on Mattel's part. Like, they did not think about that kind of thing. It wasn't until, you know, people in the black community started kind of in an uprising and just kind of was like, we don't like black Oreo Barbie. And so they were like, you know, don't sell that to our kids. And Mattel was like, yep, you're right, we won't sell that one to your kids. To which now it goes for like an enormous price if you try and find it secondhand. Yeah. So, yeah. But I think I at least got the bag, so I guess there's that. Now I want to see what's inside the bag. It's a couple plates of Oreos. They're just printed on there. I would have... Why can't my Barbie... I mean, I understand why my Barbies can't have real Oreos, but why can't my Barbie have 3D Oreos? Why doesn't it need to be printed on a plate? But yeah, so we have that now. I don't know which brand this is. It looks like the Vet kind of playsets, like the Barbie Vet playsets, but it's like a silicone rubber almost. So I'm almost thinking Littlest Pet Shop. Because also the Littlest Pet Shop shoes that I showed off before were in this, so I'm thinking maybe Littlest Pet Shop. So we have a black studded purse. Nothing really special about it. It doesn't open up or anything, so just purse. Does this one? Oh, this one comes apart. So we have a silver purse with a imitation metallic loop handle with some flowers on it, and it does actually come apart. Like, I mean, it's supposed to, but just seems a little weird for a purse to come apart like that. Because, I mean, like, what prompted me is that there was, like, a slit in there to say, like, oh, it's supposed to open up, and I was like, then I saw, like, there was a seam in there, and I was like, is that supposed to be there? And then I ripped it open, and yeah, guess it was. Don't know what I'll do with it. It's probably just gonna be for looks, but hey, it's there now. But anyways, so there's actually a pink one too that I didn't realize, and same thing, it's a little tougher, but it does actually come apart as well. But the exact same mold, you know, pink pearlescent kind of bag with the imitation metal loop handle and the little flowers in the corner of the bag. So yeah, same thing. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it probably will only be for looks. Got this cute little ruffle bag, actually. Again, it doesn't open up, it's just for show. But it's all one color, and then it's like got this, like, again, like, metallic-y loop handle. It's a very cute bag, but I, again, would probably want to paint it a little bit more so that it stuck out a little bit. Like, maybe do the handle like a gold or something like that. But yeah. Cute. Got this kind of like almost weave or woven kind of like bag, I guess. I don't know exactly how to explain it. It's got like circles all around it. Almost makes it look like the underside of like, you know, octopus tentacles and stuff like that. But the top of it, the heart bit, you know, kind of looks like wicker basket kind of texture. And then obviously it's got this like little tassel on the side here. So, yeah. It's a little out there for me. Again, I'd probably want to paint this. Like, I'd probably do like, probably more earthy tones. So like, you know, tan for like the wicker parts. Maybe do like a tan for like the base of the bag. Or rather base. Show it towards you. And then maybe for the, for like the circle bits, I might do the like a green or something like that. Like a kind of lighter green. Yeah, just cause, I don't know. It just blue just doesn't seem right for this bag. It doesn't seem to go with the theming of it. So that's my thought behind it. Into the bucket though. Okay, so this one actually has, this one's a little weird to me. So this one's, it's cute. It's very detailed, actually. I don't think it opens up. But, like, so there's, like, rhinestones on the bottom. But what I find even funnier is that there's only 3. And looking at it, it looks like that there's only supposed to be 3. There's not, like, supposed to be a 4th one. Again, I don't think it opens up. I'm kind of like just prying it to see if there's any give or anything like that. And nope, there's not. I don't know if the bottom parts are magnets or something, but I do kind of like it because the handle actually does. Oh, my bad. Handle's not supposed to move back and forth. Handle is a little broketed. So we won't do that anymore. But I might have to put some like super glue around it and just kind of dab it in there to make sure that it stays together and then paint it. But yeah, so there's that bag. So we have a cute little clutch bag for the next one. Oh, which is like it's like a clutch little boombox radio. I didn't even see the other side of it, actually. I just saw this side and I was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, so it's like a clutch little radio bag, and it is a bag, actually. There is a zipper on the top here, like a faux zipper. But it's got like a little studded handle and everything. Which kind of fits around the Barbie's, you know, wrist and everything, so you carry it around. But that's kind of cool. I like that. And I think the last bag is... It's funny because it's a Girl Scout cookies bag. But it looks like one of those, like, reusable shopping bags. So it is kind of cute. Like, I mean, it's very stiff. Like, I can't bend it at all. So it's not like it's made out of that fabric, in a sense that the reusable bags are made out of. But I do like it, just because it is very cute. It's, like, a nice, like, little thing to say, like, oh, if your Barbie's going to, like, the supermarket or something, they have this. On the front it says goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. So I guess that's what Girl Scouts is about. I wouldn't know. I was never part of Girl Scouts or Brownie Scouts or anything like, or any Scout thing. I was actually part of a different organization. I think it's technically considered a sorority. But I was part of the Rainbow Girls, which essentially you learned all these different things, but it was more like it taught you how to be a lady. But it was also slightly Christian based. So it was teaching you how to be a lady, but also teaching you about God. It's weird. And it actually is a very well-known sorority in the sense, it's actually the female equivalent of the Masons, the Freemasons. But of course, because it's a sorority and stuff like that, and the Freemasons are so secretive, I can't say much more about it, so sorry. That's all you're gonna get out of me. I took an oath, and I have to keep that oath. I don't really know why I have to keep that oath. I don't know what the problem is. Well, okay, because I'm not part of the organization anymore. I left. And the reason why I left was because the meetings were always on a Friday, and that's when the school dances were. And I hated having to miss my school dances and miss time with my friends, so I said, screw it. I don't care about being a lady. I just want to be my friends. Yeah, so now we've kind of got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff just kind of thrown about. One last thing I will say is, so we have, like, we got, like, the fairy spinny thing. The fairy thing that, you know, takes off into the sky after you zhoosh. Yeah, we got one of those, although I don't think you zhoosh it. I think there's, like, a little metal bit in the back, which tells me that might be a magnet, so I don't think she zhooshes up. I think she, I don't know, I think maybe you might stick her on the front and then you zhoosh it and she vroom, like a helicopter. I don't know, but she's going over there for right now. We have a tiny, tiny hair roller. I don't know if it's actually going to be useful, like we can actually use it, but we have it. I don't know. I don't think that these were supposed to be part of... Maybe they were part of, like, the, mini brand series, but... So, we've got some boxes of mini brand... I think I'll actually put this in the mini brand stuff that I have. Because I have that in a separate box for right now. But we have a beaten up box of Girl Scout... trefoils. I've actually never had these cookies before, these Girl Scout cookies. I don't usually buy Girl Scout cookies that often. I don't think... Obviously, the Girl Scouts no longer go door to door. They probably wouldn't want to come to my mother's house anyways, because we live in the back of the woods. So... Okay, kids don't even want to come to our house on Halloween. If that gives you any indication. Kids don't even want to come to our house on Halloween because they think it's haunted coming to our house. I can count on one hand how many times we've had trick-or-treaters at my mother's house in my entire life. There are only a few brave souls. So, yeah, Girl Scouts no longer go door-to-door, I believe. As well as the fact of... I think they might sell them in grocery stores still, but... Again, where I live, it's not very... There's not a lot of variety. We get what is either trending or popular, not exactly anything that's new or experimental, I suppose, for certain brands. So I don't usually get these at all, but I guess Barbie can now. So, gonna put that off to the side again. And then we have a box of Oreos. We have a lot of Oreos in this one little thing, but that's okay. So Barbie can at least enjoy a box of Oreos after, you know, Ken screws her over once again because he's kind of a bad boyfriend. Granted, if we're going by the Barbie movie, is Barbie technically a bad girlfriend then? I mean, I guess in some ways she kind of is. She did kind of lead him on. Like, Ken understood, I will say in the movie, Ken understood the assignment of being a boyfriend. Barbie didn't. And I think Barbie and Ken need to communicate a lot sooner. I mean, I think that was probably the point of the... I think that really should have been the point of the movie. Is that you need to communicate in your relationship. Not just keep everything inside and not say anything, just communicate. But yeah, still a good movie. So as I said prior, we do actually have little shopping baskets and everything. These ones, oh, shoot, lost one. So these ones actually look a little bit more realistic. So I kind of actually like these ones better. Though they are a lot smaller. So I'm actually kind of wondering how How small are these in comparison? God, your arm is stiff. I mean, it's not actually that small, I guess. To me, it looks a little small, like, but then again, I'm like... Okay, to me, it looks a little small. I can fit way more in my basket than that, usually, when I go to the store. But I mean, even still, it's very cute. I do like it. And I did actually figure out, I didn't even realize it from this, but... So, this is actually a Shopkins basket, and I'm now realizing that the things, like the ice cream and the shoes, were Shopkins. I don't know why the name escaped me, but yeah. So Shopkins, that's what was in there. Those are off to the side. These can go into the accessory box. Got a piece of fabric. I'm not exactly sure why this fabric's there, but it's there. I think it's maybe supposed to be a towel? It's in the basket, though. We have a Barbie hair straightener. Which... It's weird because there's actually, like, color stuff there, but I don't think it's... Oh, that feels oily. That feels like makeup. And there's, like, residue on the side, so it's like, I think what it was is that, like, you know... Yeah, you would... Oh, okay, yeah. You would take the Barbie's hair, there's like a plate. I'm trying to show it. There's a plate right here. That, you know, when you clamp down... You'll take the Barbie's hair and then, like, you go through, like a straightener. And it would apply the color. Yep, that's not going in there because that's messy and I'm not dealing with that. We got pillows, technically, but again, they're faux pillows. Like, there's nothing on the back. But I guess that's okay because this might actually fit a little bit better on the bed that I got. So, like, I can just kind of place it on the pillow thing and, like, have it kind of sit there like, oh, that's the pillow. But yeah, so we've got a pink one with black stars and a black flower on it. It's kind of got some, like... It's supposed to, like, have some, like, representation of, like, some, like, ruffling on the edge of the pillow, but, obviously it's fake. But, cool design. This one I think I like a little bit better. You can't really see it that well, but there are, like, little spots on it. On, like, the head part of the pillow. And then, obviously, the two ends of the pillow are wrapped around with pink bows. And there's, again, like, the faux plastic ruffling on the sides. So, very cute, actually. So, use that one for Barbie's bedding of some sort. We have a couple mirrors, which I don't really know what they do exactly. We have I didn't even realize it, but this is a very large dog dish. There is a bone in there to indicate that it is a dog dish. And there is some studding on the side. But it is a large dog dish, so maybe that'll go for the large Barbie thing. I do like that I've been kind of purposely avoiding this, but I do really like this. Barbie has a sniper rifle. Barbie can go drop the kids off at 3 and then go save the US at 5:30. It's funny because, like, obviously it's like part of a playset because there is, like, a thing here that, like, it's supposed to clip into, but I'm like, I actually kind of wonder. I don't think she can hold this really because her arms don't really bend very well, but, like, could she if she wanted to? Like, I know it's supposed to sit like this. Yep, Barbie. Barbie is now equipped for war, I guess. Ah! There we go. See, Barbie really has held every job in America. Almost every job in America. Including war veteran. And actually, now that I think about it, she actually has. I think I did mention it in my other video. I showed the Barbie dolls, but actually there were actually Mattel licensed military Barbie dolls. I did not know that they had I did not know that Barbie was also military based. Like, I didn't know that they made military Barbies, but they did. And I think they've made at least one Barbie for every branch of the military. I'm trying to remember because I'm fairly certain that they did. I think obviously with the exception of like, I don't want to, I mean, it is a branch, but like stuff like terrorism and DOD kind of idea. I don't think they've made a Barbie for that, but they've made like, Air Force, I think Navy SEALs as well, Army, Navy, President, if you want to call that a branch of military, or diplomatic military, I suppose. I realize also presidency is not a branch of military, but I mean, when you think about it, all of the military officials report to the president. When the president says fight, the military goes. So, that's what I mean. But anyways, we have a headboard. I don't know what it's to, but it's just a headboard off of something, so. There we go. There is a tiny lipstick, which again, I'm not going to put to my mouth because I don't know what child has put their mouth on this. But we do have a tiny lipstick, which is going to go over into the other pile. We have a Barbie bath koozie, is what I'm going to call it. So it looks like, looks like a little tray that hangs on the side of the bathtub. Or rather, across the bathtub, really. And, you put, like, candles or drinks on it, or, like, soap. And it's supposed to be, like, there for, like, to put your relaxation items on. I never understood the idea of, like, the bath koozies like this, like these bath trays. Because it just seems like a bad idea. Like, especially for those people that, like, use it to, like, get work done. Like, I'm gonna take a bath, I'm gonna get work done. I'm like... Or, like, they're gonna do some writing or something, or sign something. I'm like... Or read a book. I'm just like... Bath time to me is bath time. That is clean myself time. The entire time I am in that tub and or shower, I am in there cleaning myself. It is not a time to... I mean, it is a relaxing time for me, but it's more relaxing the idea of, like, I'm getting clean. I understand people like the idea of just sitting in a tub and stuff like that, like just the warm water, and that's fine. But the people that, like, want to sit there and read, I'm just like... You will never find me reading a book in the bathtub. You will never find me reading a book anywhere near water. No. Never. Because I know the moment I let my guard down and I'm not being careful, that book is falling into the water and it's gonna be ruined. And I will cry and add more water to that surface. Looks like we've kind of got some broken items in here. Maybe? I don't know, this kind of looks like possibly broken. Like, it has clips on it, but I don't know what it goes to, so I'm not really sure. But again, gonna just add it to the pile. I do have some loose socks in here. I don't exactly like this fabric for Barbie, but sock, I guess. Oh, this was the other one. It was a broken ring, I think. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna throw this away just because I don't need it. It's not for my Barbies, and I can easily replace this with something at the Dollar Tree store. So, no. I think I have another sock. I think this is another sock. Because it's like, there's this bit down here that it's like, just... Let me see your foot. I mean, it's sock-like. doesn't quite fit her foot, but I don't know if it's supposed to fit Kelly's foot instead. Kelly, let me see your foot. It fits Kelly's foot better, but I don't think it's for Kelly either. So I'm not really sure why this is here. But again, I will add it to the pile because Lord only knows if I'll find, you know, a matching pair. I found tiny chairs, though. I think they are absolutely way too small for Kelly. Can't really see because of her hair, but yeah, they're cute little preschool chairs, but I feel like they fit better for Chrissy instead. Like, except for Chrissy doesn't exactly want to sit in the chair. Granted, Chrissy is a baby and doesn't know how to sit in chairs. She barely knows how to hold her head up. But yeah, so we have tiny chairs. I don't know, there's no branding on it to say, like, where what playset this was originally for, but we have tiny chairs. And I might use them for something else, like another playset, but not for the Barbies. But still putting in the doll thing. We have a giant lollipop. Just a giant lollipop. That's it. Has a nice little handle on there. It's very... There's quite a bit of weight behind the lollipop, actually. Like, it's quite heavy. But it would be good for, like, a candy-themed outfit. Oh, frick. I almost took Kelly out with the lollipop. Just gonna put that away before Kelly gets hurt, and put Kelly away, too, before she gets hurt. Doggone, I keep dropping everything. What I was trying to show was that we have 2 plates of spaghetti and meatballs. Well, at least, there's also some paint chips and stuff like that, and then there's, like, some, like, paint on the back of this one, I think. Hoping that's paint. Or something. But, yeah, so at least this way, Ken and Barbie can have a nice dinner date. To make up for when Ken screws up and Barbie wants to leave Ken for, I don't know, Malibu Barbie, I guess. This is kind of disgusting, so I'm probably gonna wash this before I put it in, but, this is a bowl of some sort, like some kind of, like, serving bowl. But yeah, there's, like, makeup or paint or something inside that's not supposed to be there. Like, somebody tried to make some kind of concoction in it. So yeah, I'm gonna wash that up before I put it with everything. There is this tiny bit of tulle. It looks like something broke off of it, actually, and so I don't really know what it was originally. But because it's broken, and on top of that, as I've realized, my cats really love eating tulle. I'm gonna throw this away, so that way my cats don't try and eat it. So, yep. This actually looks like a human-sized hairband, which again, for safety, well, not even safety reasons, but for sanitization reasons, I'm just gonna throw that away too. I don't care for it. I don't think you can wash those, so yeah, no. So, we do have some crowns. This one, I don't know what happened here, but we do have this little piece here. I'm actually trying to think. Oh, yes, I do still have them. Good. I have my cuticle clippers, but I also like to call them jibber clippers because that's what Jen calls them, I think. And she was the one that gave me the idea to use cuticle clippers to get, like, these, like, little tabs off. So, I'm gonna very carefully clip that off. Oh, frick, that went somewhere, and I don't know where it went. But I did get it off. Put that back. And yeah, so now we have this cute little crown. I don't actually know what playset this is from. It doesn't look like a Barbie playset. And if I put Barbie's... Like, I mean, like, it sits on her head, but not very securely, like Oh, maybe more secure than I thought. No, not really. But I mean, like, if I put, like, little elastics on or something like that, or, like, little elastics and then put it on her head, but, like, you know, wrapped it around, so... It's like it still sits in her hair just fine. And, like, if I'm not, like, throwing her head around too much, you know, it does actually sit just fine, but... Yeah, I'd probably want to mold it a little bit. It does actually seem more like maybe, like... My Little Pony or Equestria Girls, like, I get the feel, I don't know why, like, I look at it, I'm like, it gives Rarity vibes. Because of the purple, the glitter, and then on top of it, it's a bunch of gemstones, so I'm like, if it is Equestria Girls or the My Little Pony series, I'm guessing Rarity, but I don't know. But anyways, it does actually fit inside, or not inside, but it actually does fit on her head, so good enough. To which, yes, we will continue to use her as the model. I have no idea what this is, but it looks like a hat, actually. I don't know why, but actually, so, maybe... Nope. Probably not a hat. Okay, another tiara. It looks more like a circlet, so I think it's supposed to go more like... Not... Well, okay, I'm gonna try... Maybe it's supposed to sit more like a headband? I'm guessing it's kind of supposed to sit more like a headband like that. But I feel like it's supposed to sit... I feel like it's supposed to sit more like this. Like across the forehead. And I think across the forehead looks actually a lot better. But yeah, it's really cool. Again, I'd probably paint this to, like, bring out the colors and everything like that, and, like, bring out the different gemstones and everything, to, like, say, like, hey, these are different gemstones and the studs. But still a very cute little tiara. We have a visor that has a sparkly sticker on it that says, can't really see it, but it does say California on it. So. Come on. Good enough. So now she's a Cali girl. Oh, good, my dreams are coming true. I'm finally getting that Cali girl Barbie I always wanted. But still cool. Gonna add it to the pile of visors that are already building in there. Another really sparkly tiara, but it doesn't feel as malleable as the others. Like, again, still sits in her hair, but it's loose. It's more loose than the other one, so I'm not entirely sure about this one. I feel like, again, I'd need to put, like, an elastic or something like that around it so that, like, I could have it hold to her head. The actual tiara, though, it's very strange, and it's like, a part of me wants to say My Little Pony, but the design actually is giving more, like, Frozen? So maybe it was for a Frozen doll or something? I don't know. Throwing it in the pile anyways. There's a couple more things. Wow, can't talk. We have a cute little headband here, although it feels a little small. It feels a little small for my Barbie, but it does actually kind of look kind of cute. I think maybe it was for the Kelly dolls or something like that, or like the smaller dolls, because it looks very juvenile, but still. But it's got like it's a bow with like a little bear in the middle of it, so. Okay, let me try Kelly's head then. It's not the greatest, but it does hold her hair back very well. But I mean, it's still a cute item. So yeah, into the pile. More tiaras. This one's very thick. Very thick. It's very thick. Again, it just kind of balances on her head. It doesn't exactly do much else. But again, it's like I would probably paint this to make this look a little bit better so that it stands out a bit more. I don't know who would wear this, like what this tiara is kind of giving, so I feel like it might be more like an MGA brand, but I'm not sure. There's also some sunglasses in here as well, so I'm like kind of trying to get those together. We are kind of coming down to like the last bits of this like entire pile, but there are a lot of things in here. I am trying to kind of also put everything together so that it's a little easier. Okay. So I think I've got all the wearable stuff together, so I'm just gonna finish up with that, and then we'll continue on. More tiaras. Oh my gosh, get off my sweatshirt. Again, don't know the brand really, but again, trying to get it so that it focuses a little bit more. But yeah, just pop. I think it might be Barbie because it does actually fit really well on her head. So again, it's like didn't move. So I think this might actually be a Barbie brand tiara. So that's good. I have a lot of tiaras though, which is funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Stop. Okay, sleeves are getting rolled up because everything keeps getting caught on them. Did I lose anything else down here? No. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And I think this is the last tiara, though I'm pretty sure this is not a Barbie tiara. So it is like a kind of translucent yellow, but there's like teeth in the back there, like to, you know, kind of like go into the hair to like keep it down and everything like that. Which Barbie stuff doesn't usually have that. And I can't really fit it. That's about the best I can do. So, yeah, it doesn't exactly fit with her hair. Honestly, I would probably break them off and then shave it down so that it could fit on Barbie's head, in a sense. Because it is really cool, like, they're, like, looking at it more, there's, like a little rose in there. And now seeing, like, the little rose with the golden bits, I'm, like, thinking to myself, being like, oh, maybe it was a Disney doll? Like, maybe Belle or something? But I don't know. So, into the bucket. So these might actually be Chelsea branded ears, but they're, like, bear ears. Though they look like mouse ears. Just like a little headband. Ooh. It's kind of cute, actually. If the ears were a little bit bigger, I probably would repaint them to be like Mickey Mouse ears. I'm again just gonna try these on a Kelly doll. Because I think they might fit a little bit better. Oh, fudge. Come on, Kelly. Work with me here. Kelly don't want to work with me. Her head feels a little big. So let's try our boy doll. It kind of fits. I mean, it looks real cute in them. But it doesn't exactly... I feel bad. It doesn't exactly work with molded hair. So that's my only complaint. It doesn't work with molded hair. But I mean, it's still a cute pair of like headbands, so keeping it. And then the last headband, it's funny because it actually is a headband, and there's like two bands and then like a star on it. Again, I don't know if this is a Barbie branded headband, but I feel like it'll still look good on Barbies. Not really. At least not on you, I'm really sorry. But you looked really pretty in the tiaras. So I'll give you that one. So now the last couple of stuff. So we've got this like necklace, this like really bulky necklace. So like it has like a bunch of like flowers and everything, and then there's like pearls hanging off it, which again I'm like, I think it just, yeah, it just kind of goes around the Barbies neck. But again, if I was going to be using this more, I'd repaint this so that, you know, the flowers stuck out and everything, and you could see the leaves and everything. It's a nice piece, although obviously the only thing, well, it's not that bad actually. So the way it's supposed to sit so like it comes down and like when it hits the peak point of the chest, it just drops. But obviously with how it hangs on the neck, it doesn't exactly simulate that very well. So it's like, that's not exactly fun. So it's like, if I was going to remake this, I feel like I'd probably keep the flower bit and keep that, but I think I'd actually break off these little pearls here, and then even these, and what I would do instead is I would actually get like a very small chain, and I would do like a, you know, like a clasp, like a jewelry clasp, so that way it would stay on the doll. And then I would replace these with like actual tiny strings of pearls, like toy pearls and stuff like that, so that it actually draped. But I'm like, I like the flower idea, I don't mind the plastic flower idea, but the other stuff does not work well with it. So again, maybe a project I might do later on. I have a lot of projects that I'm not getting around anytime soon to. But one day we will be there. So there's these pair of glasses, which I'm actually debating about just throwing away. Just because, so the arms are bent, like they're morphed. And at first, I thought the black was like a style choice, but then as I look closer on it, it's just like, no, somebody tried to take marker and paint that in. The glasses are actually supposed to be yellow, as you can kind of see in some of the light. So, I'm like, the arms are bent, the glasses are painted with marker, which I'm not even sure if I can even get off, so it's like, I think I'm probably just gonna toss these. Thankfully, though, we do actually have a pair of good glasses that actually look like they haven't been touched or broken or anything like that, so they're just simple black glasses, so see if we can make you look like the Men in Black. I mean, they fit. They're a little wide, but they fit. They're actually very snug on her face, too, so, like, again, they don't go anywhere, which is great, actually. So, yeah. Good pair of glasses. They actually look good when you raise them up and put them on the top of her head, so, yeah, we're keeping that pair, definitely. Okay, and I think that's all the wearable items. So, I did forget that there was this one purse. It's a... Again, the camera does not do it justice at all. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the monitor I'm looking at, because it makes all the colors look very muted, but... So it is actually a bright pink, and it has like a... almost looks like a netting on the front, with studs on the sides of the purse, and kind of on the top, like right here, between this big jewel clasp, and then a faux pearl handle. It's not exactly easy to see, but it's, again, another purse. That's just for style. Again, one that I probably would paint later on, but yeah. Well, I just realized this, I got like something from Lego, and it is actually Lego, because even though it's not exactly clear to see, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. No. Okay. But it does actually say Lego on the green part of this, so I do actually have a Lego thing. I don't really know where I'm going to put it, but I guess I'm just going to throw it in there for the moment. So we have some kitchen items. We have this like little cooler thing, which has what looks like strawberries, chocolate chips, and pineapples, I think. Again, kind of hard to see, but it is there. So, yeah, it's just a sticker. It feels like there should be some, like, it feels more substantial, like there should be something underneath it, but it's like, nope, it's just a sticker. So, yep. Kind of looks like a crisper that belonged to like a Barbie fridge. So again, if I find that fridge or if I find another fridge that can fit to, it's going in there. We have more plates. They're just plates. Just a little yellow plate. We've got some, I'm gonna guess yogurt with some strawberries in it. In this like kind of pearlescent red bowl. Or maybe it's just whipped cream. Maybe Barbie's that kind of person where she just loves whipped cream with strawberries in it. Maybe she's the kind of person that just goes into the fridge at like 2 in the morning and just takes whipped cream and just into her mouth. Doesn't even get a bowl. Nothing. Just puts it in there like a savage. Good for her. We have a dog pie. Pie for dog. It has a bone right in the little middle of it, but it is a pie. Again, another one I'd probably want to paint later on, but very strange why there is a pie for dog. Don't know why there's pie for dog, but dog has pie. We have a banana split. And again, a translucent red plate. Which tells me it's not Barbie, because on top of that it's also hollowed out in the middle. Right in here. I think we have an ice cube tray? Maybe it's eggs. It's either... It's eggs. My bad. We have a carton of eggs. I was holding it upside down. Looks like an ice cube tray from the sun, but it's a carton of eggs. We have a cute little frying pan, actually. I wish I had a handle on it, like a little side handle, so that Barbie could actually hold it. But it doesn't look like it'd be that bad, and it's again, this is actually a pretty substantial piece. Like, it feels pretty durable. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break anytime soon, so nice little frying pan piece to add to a kitchen set. I don't know what this is. I don't think it's anything having to do with Barbie. It also looks like a connector piece to something, because it has like a connector hole in the middle. So maybe? No idea what it is, though. We've got a few water bottles, I think. A few beverages. Yeah, good enough. So we've got like a pink water bottle here, and a white one with the Barbie logo on it. Maybe it's shampoo. Maybe it's shampoo and I don't know, but I don't know. It looks... There. Maybe it's shampoo. Not really sure, but this is definitely a water bottle, as it does have bubbles on it, even though you can't see it. Take my word for it. And then we actually have like a drink in a purple glass, which looks like it has like ice cubes and everything in it, with a little bendy straw. So there are drinks. Again, I'm probably going to throw this away because it looks like it's broken and it doesn't exactly look like it serves any purpose. Well, maybe it does. Maybe it shall serve a purpose at some point. I didn't see that the... Okay. Yeah, so this definitely looks like it belongs to a horse. What horse, I don't know, but yeah, it has like these little holes on the side, and then there's the part that goes in is on the back, actually. I didn't see that. But there's nothing on this side for any of it to clip into, so I'm not really sure. Oh, maybe it's not like for a horse, maybe it's an actual belt for a person. Well, okay, a person doll. My bad. Yes, I think it's supposed to be a belt for a person doll. But it does look very more medieval ages, dark ages. So I'm thinking, it's funny because I'm thinking maybe it was supposed to be for a Merida doll. Because the fact of, Merida, the Disney character, her dress actually usually has like this type of belt on it. So I'm thinking maybe it was for her. And like the coloring as well as like the details on it. Yeah, like the little crosses in the middle. I don't know if I can show it to you, but like little patterns in the middle and on the belt itself. It kind of reminds me of Merida, so I'm thinking it's probably like for a Merida doll, but oh well. Okay, so there's all that. Now we get to other stuff. It's funny because I totally forgot about the piles of shoes over here, so it's gonna be a fun little thing for me to go through and been like, oh yeah, there's these pairs of shoes, there's these ones. But yeah, so bunny plushie. Cute little bunny plushie. Has like a big pink bow in front. Oh look, it actually focuses this time. Again, the lighting on my setup does not do this justice. Everything bright pink looks purple. Maybe it's because I don't have the light positioned the right way, but... So there's that. We've got a cute little boom box. Blue little boom box. Tongue twister there. But it is hollowed out, so it really only looks cool on this side, not this side. Just this side. We've got a MP3 player for Barbie. Which I'm actually... Can it actually reach your ears? So it does seem a little small, so maybe not for this type of doll, but it does reach her ears and her pant loop. So I guess it works, kind of. Almost missed the box. I can't tell if this is supposed to be a glass or a vase. But again, it's like translucent blue. And it's really hard to see, but there are like little flowers on there. But it is a Barbie thing because it does have like the one thumb holder and then it has the indented base to like stick it into something. So maybe it's a glass. Maybe it is a glass because I found two. I just realized there's two. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wasn't there a... Didn't I get... I don't have... Obviously, a lot of my stuff is in storage right now. So I don't have my big box of Barbie playset stuff. Which is funny because after all the Barbie stuff I bought, I actually had to go out and buy another box. A bigger tote. To put everything in. To which I will pull out the playset stuff. And I will... actually... I will actually put all that stuff into the bigger box. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of Barbie stuff. But yeah, so I think that's supposed to be like cups. I think these are supposed to be like ice cream dishes, maybe? There's one blue and one pink, and I don't see another one, so... I think they're supposed to be like little ice cream dishes of some sort. We have a fork. And another fork. And a shiny spoon. So we have some utensils for Barbie to use to eat stuff out of. We've got a picture of Chelsea, I think. I think it's Chelsea in the middle. She looks a little young to be Barbie, but then there's like two older girls on the side. So maybe one of them is Skipper and the other one is... Other girl. I don't really know for sure. But yeah, nice little family photo to put in Barbie's house. Oh, I did think this was cool. So there was actually like a, you know, the jewelry stand for like necklaces and everything. So I was like, I actually thought that was really cool. So like, again, if I have like a jewelry store of some sort, I can then put necklaces on display. Little coat hanger, which actually I'm going to save to put in the closet thing with Barbara because I do need more coat hangers like this. We have a little perfume bottle that uncomfortably looks like a woman's bust. And again, it is Barbie because it has the base. It has the very recognizable new base that goes into things as well as the finger holder. I'm actually wondering now, like... It doesn't fit. It doesn't really fit new Barbie. Oh, fudge. And new Chelsea doll doesn't exactly seem to really be able to hold it very well, so yeah, I don't know exactly how the Barbie dolls are supposed to be holding these things with this, because I mean, it looks, I don't, good enough, I guess. I mean, I guess it looks fine-ish. Mattel, just bring back the handle instead, okay? This doesn't work. Oh my goodness, I keep dropping everything. Maybe because it's like almost 4 a.m. and I'm tired. We have a little nail polish bottle. It doesn't actually open. It's just one entire mold, so just gonna sit on Barbie's vanity and just act nothing. Okay, this. Bring back this, Mattel, okay? Because this... my Barbie can hold with confidence. Also, if you make more made-to-move Barbies, can you make this part movable? Like her forearm here? Can you make this movable? Because I have tried 6 ways to Sunday to get this to move, and it don't move. And I'm afraid I'm gonna break her. We've got little drumsticks. Kind of wish that they had been separated out. So that, you know, Barbie could have held one in each hand. But as they are together, so that's fine, I guess. We do actually have some very interesting flower pots, and they are both Barbie themed, although I think one of them does actually have... one of them just has elastics around it, and I'm not really sure why. So we have one vase of flowers that is in like a crystallized base, but as you can see, it has the Barbie head logo on it. The flowers do not detach. I'm trying really hard right now. They do not. So this is it. But it does have the base on it, so like obviously you can stick it in a table or something, or wherever on the Barbie playsets they have those holes. This one's a little bit more interesting to me. It is actually the Barbie logo head. Though obviously it looks very weird when you spin it around. It only looks good on this side. It does have the base, although the base looks a little bit, well, it looks a little different. It has like a chunk taken out of it on the side here, so I don't know if it's going to fit in all the other playsets. But what I do like about this is, so actually the flowers are detachable. So if you have another set of flowers that has like the stem bit, which I actually feel like I have seen a lot of older Barbie playsets have, you could actually replace this with another set of flowers. So I really like that. And of course I did find more elastics around that one vase, so we're gonna put those inside. We have a very bloated present that is hollow on the inside for some reason. But okay. We've got a cute rubber ducky with, again, the Barbie, you know, molded bottom on it to be placed in things. So, oh, and it does have the finger thing, which again, I'm not too impressed with. I don't care for the finger thing. We have a baby bottle for baby Chrissy, but of course it's just a baby bottle, so it doesn't actually do anything. It looks a lot like the Rugrats baby bottles a little bit, so again, wondering if it's from a Rugrats set, or maybe it's just a generic baby bottle, so. We have a cute little, well, elongated bunny rabbit teddy bear, which I'm not gonna lie, when I was looking at it through the set, and especially from the cottontail a little bit, I didn't see the ears very well. I just saw that it looked very plush. It looked like it was kind of like this, like, textile here, like sheep. So I thought maybe like, oh, is it like a little lamb chop or something like that? But no, it's just a rabbit. But it's, again, a cute, like, little plush thing, like, say, like, well, okay, plastic plush, but, you know, plush thing to have, like, in a Chelsea's bedroom kind of set, or Kelly's bedroom kind of set, like a kid's bedroom. So I'm like, that's kind of cute. we have a makeup palette that Barbie can hold, but the stickers are a little wonky, so I think actually I'd probably take off the sticker and I'd probably paint the inside myself. As well as even maybe just get a little bit of clay to just kind of use as like a bumper for, you know, the paints. So it didn't like try to mix and go into each other. As well as I'd probably also fix the latch, because there's a latch here, but it don't actually latch. But I do like, again, that it has this, the entire, like, handle on it, so that, you know, Barbie can hold it with confidence. She can put on her makeup with confidence, even though she can't turn her wrist very well. Good enough. We have a set of binoculars that can't be held on to at all. And they seem a little cheap. They're very cheap plastic, and on top of that, there's a hole in one of them, actually. I see you. So, oddly enough, and I was a little surprised about this, that I knew this. Again, the last two items are actually My Little Pony themed. This is, I don't know what the key is for, but there is a key. And it looks very closely to Fluttershy's cutie mark, so I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a My Little Pony thing for Fluttershy. And it is also the same color as her, you know, fur? Hair? I don't know what you call the fur on a horse necessarily, if it's technically fur, but... So the fur, same color as her body. I'm putting in there. And then, I think this was supposed to be a bucket, but again, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. But there are balloons on there, which I'm fairly certain are Pinkie Pie's cutie mark. So I was like, I'm fairly certain this is supposed to be for Pinkie Pie. But I can't lie, actually, that if I were to stand this down and fix it up, this actually would kind of make like a cute, like little like utensil holder for like kitchen utensils to like put off in the side of a kitchen thing. So I was like, I might use it for that instead. But it would also go well with Pinkie Pie's aesthetic, because Pinkie Pie also is baking all the time. So yeah. Whew. This is a lot. But so now we have all the stuff done. We now have... Don't move on me. Don't move. We now have... I can't even pick them all up. We have... I dropped some. All these shoes. There are so many of them. Obviously, there are some that I don't think are gonna fit Barbie at all, such as these boots. I'm fairly certain that these might be like... Actually, I'm fairly certain that these are Kristoff's boots. But yeah, so I'm seeing right off the bat that some of them have matches, some of them don't have matches. So I'm gonna quickly go through and match these first, and then try to see which ones might actually fit my Barbies or not. So give me one moment. Okay. I have matched all the shoes. And actually, let me move everything out of the way, and let me just kind of give you an idea of what I'm working with here. Yeah, so these are all the shoes that I matched. And these are all the shoes that didn't have any matches at all. Obviously, there are some that are not going to fit Barbie at all, and I can just tell from looking at them, again, such as these ones are not going to fit at all. Though I did notice inside of them that I did really like the fact, so they actually did label these as left and right. And I'm like, wow, I really wish Mattel would do that for more of their shoes. Granted, I don't know if it really matters that much. But yeah, so like there's some that I can just tell they're not going to fit. But The shoes that do have matches, actually, I'm gonna put back in here. So that I know, like, okay, these are matching. And the ones that do not have matches, this little pile over here, that's gonna go just into the accessory bin. At some point, I will go back through the accessory bin and I will start pulling shoes out again, like the ones that did match, so I can put them in here. But for now, I'm a little too tired for that. I can feel myself kind of coming down and being like, ooh, I'm a little tired. So I'm trying to work kind of fast so I can, you know, get everything done. But let's see if this Barbie doll actually gets a pair of shoes that she can wear. Hopefully. We kind of have one pair of shoes that fit. I know that these are not Barbie shoes, but they're like literally the only shoes so far that I found that actually fit. Oh. Well, maybe. Maybe we found another one that might fit. Kind of. I mean, from the front, they actually don't look too bad. They're a cute, like, little pair of red shoes, but then when, like, you turn it around, it's like you kind of realize, like, They don't fit perfectly, but, I mean, you know what, I'll take it. I'll just take it. It's fine. Also, Mango's upset. Don't know why he's upset, but he's upset. About something. Okay, so another kind of pair of shoes that, again, don't look too bad from the front. If you switch them to the back, they don't look that great. But they do actually kind of fit, so I did have to kind of shove her foot into them, but they do actually fit a little bit. I'm a little scared now because Come on. There we go. If you're having trouble getting your Barbie shoe off, pull from the heel. Like, legit, pull from the heel. They'll usually come off easier that way. Not Barbie brand. I think this is actually one of MGA's brands. But again, if I don't think about it too hard, I'm like, these actually kind of look like they fit. I would absolutely paint these, though, and I don't like the fact that they don't actually have a heel on them, but at least we're finding stuff that fits. The sad thing is that I feel like a lot of the shoes that I'm actually finding that fit are actually technically MGA shoes, which kind of sucks that MGA is fitting curvy Barbie standards better than Mattel is. Okay, so I did not find a lot of Barbie shoes. But we do actually have some other shoes here that might actually fit Kelly. I will go ahead and try the Chelsea doll as well, because there are some shoes here that look like they might be a little bit big for Kelly. But, again, gonna try this one second. It's got the tiniest pink shoes that maybe Kelly can fit into. Nope, Kelly can't fit into that. Her feet are also too big. I will say that my Barbie dolls are not actually meeting the expectation of me, because I actually have really tiny feet. Okay, so not bad. They fit. They're not exactly... I don't exactly like them. They look like clown shoes, but they do fit. It's like a little pink bow on the front of it. Just pink all around. But yeah, they fit, they stay on, so why not? So these look a little big for Kelly, but what I thought was funny was that I did actually try my Barbie doll first. And the Barbie doll's foot is actually too big for these as well. But Kelly's foot fits just fine in here, so I don't know if this was technically supposed to be a Chelsea item. But, Kelly can now go scuba diving if she wants. She has flippers. And we have a tank somewhere, so she'll be fine. But yeah, so that was all of the stuff out of the big bag of accessories that I got, there are still a lot more Barbie stuff that I've bought, ordered, stuff like that. I am rambling on. I am quite tired now. So I'm going to end this video and I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.